Osofo.
Senior.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Na Angel, where are you?
Oh, I'm in judgment.
So what is happening?
Good evening to your wonderful viewers. Before I answer your question, I want to say this. Any day, any time, if there's any nonsense going on in this country, I will rise and talk. I will keep shouting. I'll keep pointing the mistakes. If you're a politician, it is your responsibility to either like me or hate me because you don't fit me. And until we begin to do that, we can never, ever save this country. I am not afraid. I am not worried. I am not perturbed. I am not disturbed. I am a happy man. I am enjoying my family. And the 30 days they say I should stay home. Thank God, man. Charlie, many beji bruta.
Oh, they say stay home for 30 days?
Yes, 1 month. Now,
but Captain, are you not a member of the management of Angel?
Well, I am the director of operations for ABN.
ABL is what?
ABN is Angel Broadcasting Network.
Okay.
Yes.
How many radio stations in there?
We have more than 20.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yes.
And you are operations manager for all of these radio stations?
Director of operations, yes.
Director of operations for all of that?
For ABN, yes. I was home yesterday after my birthday bash on the radio and TV. The CEO called me.
Who's the CEO, by the way?
Bronzy.
Okay. Bronzy is a nickname. What's his name?
I think Champo.
Okay, Mr. Champo.
Yes. Called me that he has something to tell me. And then he started talking. There's so much pressure coming from left, center, right on the founder and president and blah, blah, blah. So he wants me to call the president.
He wants you to call the president?
Yes, the president. I mean our founder and president.
Oh, your
Dr.
founder.
Kweku
Okay, okay. Angel Dr. Kwesi Otin.
Kweku Otin.
Kweku Otin. Okay, okay.
But I shouldn't let him know that he asked me to call him. I said, what's happening?
This is getting interesting.
So I told him on the phone that the night before yesterday, na many information saying share or coffee shop or a plan with some people already.
Coffee shop here,
oh, massa.
Laboni coffee shop.
Exactly.
That,
yeah, I mean, Captain Smart is becoming too loud. He's making some people unpopular. He's making this unpopular. He's doing that and that. A whole lot of things. So yesterday on air, I said that, look, if today, Kweku Otin says, Captain, means me no praise God, I will leave. Because I'm not a lazy person. Yes, my brain works, Papa. And I'm afraid, Doc.
Doc is Kweku Otin.
Yes, that's right. It's Crawford Frefren who are buying their church on the letters from Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA4 Tata no Nina is because Yaseme Kasadodo. I'm saying
GRA4 Tata so on the one sika na.
Well, I don't know. These are the things he said.
That's what he said.
Yes.
All because I say Captain Smart Kasadodo.
Yes. I'm saying at the end also. Ya catch them say. Me say seven. Nana do Dr. Baumiani Alancha Martini IGP. Omu ye Jimmy for. Now me say on air. I say yes, you said it on air. I'm so penny. Met me can be a warrior. But to go to that extent, to say that the president of the land, the vice, the IGP, and Alan Chamatin, no. If you can provide me with the evidence, I will apologize to the world and resign from your company.
But your shows are recorded.
I mean, they are on Facebook Live. Conversation, of course, one or can say, and nam sa pressure into no. Send ye point juma. Obepe say, anka. Ben tweme ho kakra na ade no mudwa pressure na ye dem man no ba forma. I'm so okay if that's what is going to help you, because I'm just one individual or you have this whole lot of companies. If Captain Smart alone would bring your company down, why not? I'll do that for you. Started the show. After the intro, Then he called, said, pressure samba biom.
So now start it.
Mr. T show no.
You call it
Anopa
Bofo, yes.
Until no, I'm so okay. And we
at about what time in Ofrel? Because 5:30 they are much.
No, me started 5:30. 5, I think 7 minutes after 6 in the morning. And Ofrel. I'm so okay, senior. Let's not.
Why in Ofrel?
Dr. Kokoti.
Onwankasa. Seseng.
Say, in common I born and run any idea no, or can say, can maintain, and then I'm saying, no, you said let me work today. No, since I'm communication, when you call classes here, it's okay, senior. Let me drop this.
Oh, so you had to stop the show?
Yes, so I did.
But you have news at 6.
Yes.
So this is after the news?
That's before the news ended.
Before the news? Oh, so the news was going on when he spoke to you?
And then I said, okay.
So did you go back after the news to
No, I did not. So the other team members had to continue, and then that's it. So he told me he sent the general manager of 1029, that's Kojo Dixon, to bring me a letter. Yesterday around 10:49 thereabout, I saw my brother calling. He said he has something for me. I said, what do you have for me? He said, I've been asked to bring you a letter. I said, letter at this time? I will not be allowed to step out. If it is about me stepping out for some time, I just spoke to doctor, so there's no need for that letter. I saw him, took a shot of it, sent it to me on WhatsApp, and that's it.
What is in the letter?
Well, the letter says that I've been too hard on Nanado, the vice president.
In the letter?
In the letter. I mean, they said I've been using some harsh words on the president and the vice president and then the IGP, and that he's called me on several occasions to stop those things, and I'm not stopping and all that. And for that matter, I should proceed on suspension for 1 month, and then after 1 month, I resume. So they gave a date, that's today, and then next month, 4th
June.
4th June.
You're supposed to resume on the 4th June.
That's what the letter says.
So technically it's a suspension.
That's what the letter says.
For assets where using unprintable words against high profile
according to the
officials.
letter.
Okay, but what has been the focus of your morning show by the last?
You see, I have decided, you did Faber also this evening.
Yes, yes.
You just did Faber also.
Yes. That's what you call Faber also.
Yes.
We call it the editorial.
Yes. Faber also is facing the reality all other broadcasters are afraid to talk about.
No holds barred.
No. You pick the issue, you research, you call people with brains to feed you with the needed information so you can also give it out. Sometimes.
And it's called Faber also.
Faber also.
And it's every day?
It's Mondays and Wednesdays.
What time?
From 8:30.
Oh, okay. So Monday, 8:30, Faber also. So the traffic is coming there?
Yes.
The whole Facebook traffic is coming there?
It's always there. Mondays and Wednesdays. Then I have the Anopeja. The show is Anopabofo. Then we have the Morning Fire, the Anopeja. Right after the news, you throw some small fire.
Against who, the fire?
No, I mean, issues happening. And this whole thing, was about, from Galamsey, and then to Yeka Yedie Asomai.
Oh, the national debt, yes.
Yes, and it started from the IGP.
Why?
You remember saying that you police photo by heart. Yes, bullion van police need to be able to only bulletproof. Police need them kuno. And I was like, really? We live in a country, 21st century, and police officers are sitting in bullion vans with this long-wheeled weapons. Say police in any two or the shed door in change say no was out to door. It is say Obi nipa boni bi even want to attack them. They di kind of can movie no as I say Obi a door no. And so what we do no. Na baby a what tea. Obi then Obi to be credit. By the time I bet treat to no krano. Then nipa na ku.
Yeah.
It drew time I say you guys are. And I said it and I will repeat.
So you are talking about the arrangement of the police people when they are on patrol.
Exactly.
You think they should hold a gun themselves, a small gun?
I mean, they should have some side arms. That makes it easier for them.
Why were you blaming the IGP for that?
But who is in charge?
Okay, he is, yeah, of course.
He is. And I said that, look, When you're careful about the West IGP, because you had already gone on radio, promised that you had 2 police in Fakatuan.
Yes.
Akatuan by.
I don't know.
Amma.
Oh, you're sure about that?
Amala.
We'll check here.
Amma. Till today, ask the police
We'll check your
officers.
Ministry of Finance.
Oh, am I? I will not sit on this huge platform.
Okay. Inti ambano.
And then I said that, look, IG, why you careful? Obey the West IG. Then somebody from somewhere calls me and say that on man pennyphobia, or me penny for protection. A man will say you need to keep quiet. And I said, me, keep him quiet. Now me innocent police officers. Yabubo mutu, they don't sleep. They are the people to protect us. And they are being killed like Nkoko. And you want me to keep quiet? I would not.
Okay, so this fiber also is focused on the security of the police.
This one was. It's talks about a host of other issues. You know, this one was on security, and then about Galamsey. I said that Galamsey is going on in Chebi. It's still going on there. And I said that if Nanado, my president, I admire so much, if he really want to paint a very beautiful picture that he's really on against the fight against Galamsey, he should stop the Galamsey in the one room. And I will say it again. Did you
show videos of the Galamsey?
Oh, I did.
So you showed videos?
I did. So you
have the videos?
I did.
And the videos show that this is Chebi?
So Galamsey.
Not Esiakwa, not Achim Kutuku, not Swedro.
When you say, everybody knows. My team members were invited by some chiefs. And I said that, look, Galamsey ni Jaya, stop ukromu. And I will say it again, Anado.
No,
if you are indeed watching me, I am saying that
he may not be watching
Galamsey nu Jaya, stop ukromu Galamsey first.
Okay, but do you have evidence that
have you been there before?
I've been to Chebi before, yes.
When?
Oh, it's been a while. I went to a funeral there the last time.
Kwachina. Oh, I mean, Chebi is not as huge as Accra. Yes.
So you have the evidence of that. So you made the point about the presence. On Galamsey no be on the
chrome.
No mujaya na ebeja Ghana there no.
One who said the tier say empany force your bottom free fee. Yes. But then if you shall say would fee. It is say
the presence no a policy work. A broad
answer. If you have a policy and the policy out what they ban. Say you are the bonia, na a big cost will be what tiny baby are free. That's a policy no and then baby fufra. What person shall say?
There be someone there obu amai. Abai no obu amai ni na.
Chebi kanwana.
Chebi kan. Enti no so ko jai chebi de Galamsey no. Na se we njai kentin krono de na. Ne yakoka se hwe na akufo do we jai ni krom de o mama na jai. Kentin krono de de ekoso a. Na no so beka ne se.
Debi ensuo ba ko pe de di bube e o Ghana. Se achimkwa onum bremu. Bremu na yeden. Won ko bremu nani. Won say the bremu.
And Matthias, but seminar
said you see,
that's what personalizing.
No, I'm not personalizing. I am saying that you want near man getting ketibi we are say say a koso na a biwo na ho a ese se wo hwe se eye nim guase kra
entika onti se wo na your presence na se na your presence na sa wo na ofiche bia na Galamsey ko ba bia nka den be fa IGP ni so on ko chebi kwa chebi hon kwa no dey na
say before soldier for no be call other places no na ka ho dey na jai dada one who said here
oh dey no soldier for na say osman mo ko ho
Paul say we are the president of this phone, assuming this phone is a country. Now the corruption index will krum 85%. We bet me akojino bi and the krum there 2% one catch corruption.
So how they need jurisdiction or
assuming say you invite us kokasa or
say kokasa no chese o jurisdiction.
Exactly.
But jurisdiction now Ghana na Ghana man nyina jurisdiction na the craw na ko ba bia. In say Galamsey and let's say 15 villages identify 12 rivers identify. Yeah policy no to clear all the 12 rivers. Yeah, isolated Chebi say me free hunt me nyan ntem.
No, you see, this is the problem. This is the major problem we're facing. Okay? So we will fear that or how we will fear. If you know how no, as I said, you solve it if you know how no and tem. But say a quiet say a course wo baby and ye mfa nidie e ma president ote akonwa so. Say waka say yinjai na ono awon a ewo ne krom no. Na say one of the newspapers they ba say enye Ghana from Pobium na eye galamsey no. Eye mo free Guinea, Malians and blah blah blah.
Okay, so your problem of your fight.
That was one. And then the third one was on Ghana Yekaya idea. Let me read something.
Yekaya idea. And also now President Assembly and I said Finance Minister now Dr. Baumia.
Mamin Kaya even sure.
Okay, so you're still watching Good Evening Ghana.
We are the Public Debt Statistical Bulletin 2020 prepared by the Treasury and Debt Management Division of the Ministry of Finance Ghana. Okay.
Can I?
Paul, are you ready?
Yes.
See. Gross public debt as at the end of December 2020 stood at 291.63 billion Ghana cedis. And that is $50.83 billion, representing 76.1% of GDP, and an increase of 33.6% compared to the stock in 2019. The public debt, as at the end of 2020, comprises external debt of 141.80 billion Ghana cedis, and that's 24.7 billion. 37% of GDP, and domestic debt of 149.83 billion. That's $26.1 billion, representing 39.1%. The total stock, blah, 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 blah. I can forward it up to you.
Yes,
when you read this,
this is the national debt.
Yes, it tells you
the concerns about the national debt.
It tells you that the domestic debt alone represents 76.1% of our GDP.
Yeah, that is owed to the banks in Ghana and other domestic, if you like, books.
And you think it's not a worrying trend?
No, it is. I'm just asking what you did with that.
So I said this, that during Mahama's time, Mayor, one of the people, I was very critical about how the economy was managed under John Dramani Mahama. It do, baby, no. Na mi kofi kura na msuru. Yes, we have Faber was on a sana. I had a jet to a tour. Ntina no she.
Sometimes some can now Adom FM.
No, Adom FM. You do baby crana management to me for catchers who have and then they're not wash you. I'm saying Ghana first. I don't have any other country apart from this country. That time now a year 69%
of GDP.
Of GDP. As if say Ghana every year. Now it's 76. Then I said, at that time, me kaya some Mahama bon.
Okay, some Mahama bon.
Because we GDP na we can we sika we are seeing na bom we. Na say we sika no aye troka say ya.
Me say ne modu kakra.
Ne modu. Then it is a sanet here there. And the Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Say na we catch na say wo ba wo mo be say. Yeah, Bobby say by heart said they are
by smart borrowings.
Wombo Bobby say by heart. Men are now at a grassy one of smart borrowing, no matter. Just a woman Bobby say by heart. That's the way to me, Bobby says, somebody you mean. Our Ghana, her banks, a Kanko, our dear, 76.1% of our GDP there. And then one China Mahama.
Ah, Sana Kai.
Yes. And you see, senior.
Now I'm say be a COVID-19, be a baby sana. COVID-19 say na ye say the kofoba betena fie say workers ba betena fie na etua won ka
COVID
we are ye mom
to but worker be na kwetena fie won ye yi omadi no
there be see you be edi
no why
workers say COVID lockdown time so
lockdown we be say even private sector ni pado do kwetena fie
the private sector dey mu yi nkrofo edi aban dey when you be
na say aban no taxes no ye jai tua
taxes dey be why ye jai tua
taxes anka say ye tua ni na ye jai tua
e bit say petrol and cost
check Ghana revenue na debi na say
Ghana revenue authority dey no ma check ICOMS no and this are dey
check it Paul check it ma check petrol and cost aya na say petrol and cost
samre no
enti adin say debi ya afi bi say petrol cost
debi the American say COVID time no you say we Ghana post akotena fie wotena fie cry betua ka yitua onka Wo fie no so.
E be corner be bo.
Lockdown dey new bia lockdown proper
lockdown dey say na call lockdown.
Obi akọ fie Satan no wo fie. Na nsuo a wo betua ka no water utilities no so. Wakotena fie na yesen tua o ka na ban se mentua utilities. Nti na maka na kosoro kakra. Ana kapsi. Making se me yedma o ECG a yesi Paul adom watch yedma ECG ko tena fie empese oba yare covid aba empese obi aba yare nti ko tena fie wa ko tena fie ne yetua o ebia 1000 cedis 1000 cedis ye be san de ama 1000 e de ma me de ma me a me yimu 200 tua water yesi water ne me na ntua o de tena fie ne fa water ne free se sa ne me be ma
won wa no mu use Ghana water nsu ne
omu use Ghana water nsu to say borehole for na
ono onye dey
I sound ono kwa na ono
you see Paul this is what I'm talking about.
What I'm saying is COVID no and my debt and
if we are not careful we'll be singing certain songs any dancing mood and it is very critical on us as journalists to stand for this country not our personal interest.
Correct.
Look, if you look at the trend that Africa leadership in Africa echoes is our own. Mark my words. The next 10 years ahead of us, if this is how we're going to manage Africa, Africa cannot contain the African.
Say,
Share. People say, now we are churning out 275,000 graduates a year. What's the plan for them?
No,
what's the plan? Paul, somebody should tell me.
Assemble.
And
it requires a national conversation.
No, you hold on.
Yeah.
275,000 graduates, university graduates a year. So if you pick 2019, just 2019, 2020, it's 275,000 times 2 plus 2.
500,000.
500,000.
More.
Then you come to 2021. This is what we're talking about. That the African youth is not a foolish person. The African youth has got a brain. The problem of the African youth is that the leadership is not helping the African youth. Leadership is supposed to create hope.
Since when? Since forever.
Doesn't matter since forever. When you were born, if it is forever, you should have still been a baby. But you are now called Mr.
Because the African youth are and the lack of hope for the African youth, is it a perennial African problem?
Do we always have to sit down and say that is the problem of the old pseudo solution?
No, I'm saying that it calls for a national conversation.
The national national conversation, we've had it over and over and over and over and over. And you're sitting here, Paul, you know very well. Every government comes to say, I've created jobs for the youth. I've done this for the youth. Where?
So solution is there.
The solution is that we need quality leadership.
Great. Super. How do we get them?
Oh, Syria. Are you sure they are not aware?
No, but how do we get them?
Are you sure they are not aware?
So
when you have a vice presidential candidate who stands before the entire country and tell you that 2 years into the Nanado I voted for.
When?
2020 elections.
I've
said it on radio.
And to 2016, man, to 2020.
I have said it on radio.
And then at 2020, Utumano.
Oh, I didn't say that I'm in Tumano. I voted for
that. So Utumano, there, you are passing a correct verdict on his first 4 years.
That is why I'm saying that. SSN ni pebiti asiyese enyese me time Paul. Into the American said, if I love you and I truly love you from here, I should be able to correct you and let you know that Paul. Baby, I will quay.
A be hard
dream.
Now, Captain, December, wako to Obama Pape endorsing his first 4 years. May, also abon.
Ohene. Into me banning. Me pure school fees and rap. Me pure school fees and rap. Na and then me baffy. Now, my mere catch him so wafa bo at the Abubo TV with your own antimaminka.
Over can I a shot? Generally to me, then realization the buyout.
You see, and only a problem I go Africa. There's no short time in governance. Every time counts.
Okay.
And I am waiting to see a day my hometown chief will not go begging for my road to be constructed. I am waiting to see one day one Ghana where Captain Smart can wake up at dawn and there's still light. I am waiting to see one day a Ghana where people will not queue just for a bottle of water. I am waiting to see one day Chinese will not take over Ghana, that our water river bodies are destroyed, left, center, right. They give us poison and they take our cocoa away. I want to wake up one day and see a Ghana that the teeming youth around We're not going to have...
You want to see a Ghana beyond aid?
It is not about the aid. You can't live without aid. Sitting here as a host, people are helping you. That is aid. Nobody under the sun can ever live without aid. But you cannot live without your brain. So we need to make sure our brains are functioning properly.
These are the things you said on Fabio also when you say that.
And
you stand by them. And you are making...
I'll keep saying them.
But...
I can be sacked tomorrow.
Obia born is this something that you think we should continue?
And what is wrong with that?
Oh, that's casting...
It's not casting anything. Incompetent,
Incompetent.
What wrong?
Nichi say untimi nya adwuma.
David.
Untimi nya adwuma na dey ama no.
Eno no ye brofo twi da wo ka no. If you are not clever, nichi ye say.
Say unye clever.
What wrong?
Nichi say untimi.
Unye clever what wrong? Obi oye incompetent no onye clever.
Is it say no?
And these are the things that the African leader,
as a senior reporter, if you want to confront the government, Dr. Baumia,
I will never confront
them
Baumia
with this information.
Listen,
and the sort of
can I tell you something?
But we all interviewed that. I think you may have.
Once, it was just about 10-15 minutes when I was on Adom.
Okay.
He came to Joy and then just passed through the studio. Paul, you do something.
Yes.
The last thing I would ever do is to insult Nanado.
Yes.
The last thing
you will never do that.
The last thing I would ever do is to insult Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. I was not trained up that way. But the last thing I would not do is to sit down for the Ghanaian youth to keep on suffering. I would not.
That's correct. Until you will use your powers of advocacy. So we're advocates.
And I have said it
advocacy to do that
over and over again, and I will repeat. Look, say Ghana on my way. Ye hear moja, obi moja, and ye de work Ghana pania. Ebe mo manya ye ya. Se si ye metwenwo. Ya metwemi moja mfako. Ghana must go beyond where we are today. Are you happy that
what's the next steps?
No, you see, the next step is that ye media no. Say ye sorry abai bia be na juma. Not about Nanado's government. Not about the next government to come and come. It's about media and then sorry. Say adiwe enye. And the first thing we did.
The American media, sorry, I'm to Trump.
Adia ba ko ye ya. E boa ye ne say. First war against Galamsey. What happened, Paul?
Tell me what happened.
The entire media.
Yes,
rose in support.
Graphically led it, yes.
What happened? We succeeded.
Did we?
To a certain extent. But the political will went away.
The political will, no.
Oh, Basa.
And then it's always the problem.
And you're right. What it means is that the little things I learned from that first Galamsey war is that the media no yes sorry. Paul Kase in Suoni Tantra Hills. My vice president said that 2 years in the first term of Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo's government, no community, this is what Dr. Baumia said, no community would ever complain, would have water problem and toilet problem. He said it. Is Tantra Hill having water?
I don't know.
I live there. There's no water.
There's no water, okay.
Huh?
But he will get there.
No, you see, when you give me timelines, you expect me to pardon you?
You said 2 years.
You said 2 years in your first term. You haven't done that.
He's now done 4 years.
So why is the media quiet? Why are we quiet? I love Nanado. I like him. I respect him. I will continue to pray for him to be able to achieve something for this country. But when things are wrong, Abba, Massa,
okay, I get your point. I think it's fair.
Ye be na me kwa juma. Say ye se me nsamra na me jipini se me kwa.
Okay, can they be beautiful? O jipini se obeko se.
Wo mo 30 days ne so. Na me yere dwene ho. Na me jipini se me kwa. Me ko ka banku.
There will be a program.
Program na me kwa dwene na me Fabio was no me yato atwene.
There will be.
This is what the media should begin to understand. Bro, I drive at night. Be fala pass na your station no no. Me fifie 4 before 30. Na me call office.
Before the dakwan.
And I see that, and somebody told me, say, oh, Abroche in Uncle for homeless. And I say, Abroche Kwan who put home. But Abroche Uncle for homeless one day. I say homeless, Abroche. Me cry me who be. Me cry Abroche me who homeless. But homeless, when you don't for two council.
There be only coats in the blankets be I know that torn.
Homeless, no. Homeless, no. Ne can you know.
I can't need a serious matter.
Homeless,
can you need only the very serious.
Homeless, no. I buy in general home.
I buy in general so
you live in a country.
You
see, and as a media, no, as I say, no, excuse my French, I say we can't see clearly.
Into you agree with this culture of silence here now of some making?
Me dear, I buy money pay am frame me say men come anuntum na man come anu antum obey me bibi. And I don't know of this culture of silence or whatsoever. But my boss say, yeah, money pressure.
Say no one some making. Some say and yet direct and affairs and or say to say in nam kwan bebre so.
Sam Jonah san. Me say small boy bit radio so did Sam Jonah tem.
Almost why then?
Hwe, I'm sure the Sam Jonah on. Time aje ku for ba him. Be the president of Ghana. That time na Ghana nyina no na ye gold na oboase ho no na ye tuo ye $121 million. Jay Kufuor picked him, and one man called Mr. Bannerman. Okay? And then Anglo Gold for home. The first 6 months
of Anglo Gold,
your revenue moving from $121 million to $365 million.
Revenue for the company and now for Ghana.
Oh, say no dear. And the more na revenue ni cost no. Now also we share na woman increase.
But by the time Anglo Gold be fair, na Ghana shares not tiako kra.
Na tiako.
But say 121 na nyina ye dey na say 365.
The golden share na
30%.
The golden share na woman. Na we he.
Anglo Gold is free mu.
Esa ba ya dan samba.
Asamba.
Jay for time.
Say go for banya o. Gonna go this.
The media is quiet. Ya kwa koto Sergeant for badge. So when you must have Sergeant for badge. Na we he. Na ade na
for badge energy generating
plant. Ade a yes square. Na ye 2 round hole.
No mekai sasem.
Okay. Or Sergeant for badge is more than $300 million. Is sitting in Western region and rotting
till today.
And you want me to keep quiet? I would not.
Yo, Captain. I'm saying okay. Atiase. And you know to say
21st century, Greater Accra, capital city of Ghana. And you want me to keep quiet? No.
So you are saying that the media should address developmental issues and failures of politicians.
The enjoy say stop for me what you say and when you say and look,
they dealing with politicians.
These people are hungry.
Leadership.
Everything under the sun, Paul, is leadership.
That's
the rest are just effects.
That's correct. Leadership is the most important.
And if we fail, you see, sometimes you can have a good leader who is lazy. It would take the media to push that leader
to work.
Are we pushing the leaders?
And now, can I say, I think I get your point that media should do more to push our leaders to work and to lead properly. That's the only salvation for our country. And yes, sir, that's ever heard no. Arab Spring in the Beba.
We didn't say over 400 radio stations in Ghana. If one day or 1 week, the entire media houses in the whole country says, Yeniso Nawuka, Memeka, Sifaka ka, Kwaku Maleke ka, we can, Kufiado Meka, na we can, we Akusha go na Hene can peace, na ye kwa. Who told you the government will not rise?
You should have
fix the country hereby. I didn't know about started church. It is because people are asking, and the media is supporting the people. Anytime you have a failed media, you have a failed country.
The fourth is the most important.
If you have a failed media, you have a failed country. And gradually we are failing as media. On my essay, 30% a year.
Obisi media no obi anto aba ma yentima yenka leader no anyway captain about 11 upon ho okay so the next 1 month we free we my 1 week be
oh maybe
they come about development na
nasa ha nche beba
That's why as I'm kasi a okasha man for ya obi anim a okasha ncha wa ba.
You see, I am me home eti wo ho. Then na fese. Oba or then a back school. A single parent or te chokodwum or te mamobi or te teshi or te makola titi ni morim na ne ba ewie university. Esese onye adwuma ye. Na akwala na sambet na fie.
Yes, I heard.
Na yesa to aduane ma no so okwa asoro kraje oje offering feed maame ho. The reason is that say we are 35 years. Africa ya dream ya conform dodo. Paul. 35 years with 5 years working experience. Akwala no wie university at age 20. And it's all chance to be 35 years. Let us one time the mama and the papa and 15.
Now 35 years okay for him.
I am one newspapers name. You advertise employment.
I'm a 35-year-old person.
I am one share.
There be me.
Oh, Paul.
When some graduates, younger people, not 35 years.
Paul, I share.
I'm some people 35 years.
Yeah, share.
Send a middle level. Share a middle level person.
Who be we no? That Kolana we university no. Babet na fi no wasa be breeding. Fortunately for them, no mo kwa so bi won ya mo church secretaries.
No mo yedma aso kakra.
No mo na ma so was aso secretary. Ada offering am makase no so fu nya no kwan. Bo so like around. Why are we doing this to the youth?
We'll get there, Capsi.
Charlie, why?
We will shake be or her. Some in the Wesley girls for now.
Enye Paul.